Good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today is my daily trade predictions for Thursday, December 17th, 2020. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I will look at all the major forex currency pairs just on various time frames, and then I'm going to try to give you my analysis of what I think is going to happen. Okay, within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, today being Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, and that's the weekend, right? So no more trading. So we'll only have about another 24 hours really to make any moves. So that's okay. I think we have some definitely have some time to get in and start making some trades. So I want to start here at EURUSD. Okay, the 1 hour chart here shows to sell. Okay, we clearly see that. We see that the indicator repainted, but it has not repainted since. Okay, so that's kind of a good sign, and it should be dropping. Okay, now this is very fresh signal, so I would not hop into a sell trade right away. All right, if you look at the 4 hour chart, it shows a sell. Look at the daily chart, it shows a sell, and even the weekly, but the weekly has even shot up a little bit higher. So you know, this is very fragile right now, and it's still in an uptrend. Okay, not technically in a downtrend yet, but soon it will. Okay, that's guaranteed. It's just a matter of time. Okay, this is all kind of dependent on the US dollar. Now, if you go back here to the 1 hour chart, we see it already starting to drop, so that's kind of a good sign. You go down to the 30-minute time frame, again we see it starting to drop, right? But still, like, this is a very, very fresh signal. If we go down to the 15-minute chart, we see it starting to drop still, and the 5-minute, and then we go to the 1 minute where we have an up arrow. So that is what I'm looking for. I like to pan down to the smaller time frames until I get the opposite color arrow. So now I found the blue arrow, which is the opposite, on the 1 minute time frame. So what's going to happen is the price is going to retrace and come back up a little ways and then drop again. So what you can do here is that we can put a sell limit. Look at this. Put a sell limit pending order right around 1.22550 and take profit right around 1.22350. Okay, that's just 200 pips in profit. That should be able to open and close within the next 24 hours. Okay, now we can also use a stop order. If we go back here in the 5 minute, 1 minute, even 1 minute is okay. Now I'm going to take a horizontal line and mark this support right here. Okay, now we have another support right here and yet another support down here. So once this one breaks, it's going to drop down to each level. Okay, kind of like an elevator. It's just going to take some time. So what we can do here is we can put a sell stop pending order, okay, at 1.22350 and take profit at 1.22250. Okay, this is only 100 pips in profit, and we see right here, this is the green line is the sell stop, and here's your take profit for 100 pips. Okay, so hopefully, you know, hopefully, I don't know, delete this horizontal line. Hopefully we can get some pips out of this. Now, pips. All right, so anyhow, I got, so I put the take profit right there. Yeah, okay, so 200 pips here and 100 pips there. So that's what we're looking for, a possible total of 300 pips, right? So that's pretty good. Moving on to GBP USD. Again, we see almost the exact same thing. Okay, now the 1 hour chart is definitely starting to sell, so it's definitely getting ready to go into a downtrend, and that is exactly what we are looking for. So here on the 4 hour chart, we see a pretty strong signal to sell. The indicator has not repainted, so that's a very good sign as well. And then the daily chart, we have a fresh signal here, and like I said, it's going to be some time before it really goes into a downtrend, but it is definitely showing signs that it's getting ready to. So all the bigger time frames show the sell. Now we're going to pan down to a smaller time frame until we find a blue arrow buy signal. Okay, look here on the 30 minute shows the sell, 15 minute sell, and 5 minutes says the buy. Okay, so cool, and it's already shooting up. So what I think is going to happen, it's only going to go up a little bit more, and it's going to form a red arrow. But what we can do here, do a sell limit pending order, and I put this at 1.2 1.36 100, okay, and take profit at 1.36 35 800. Okay, now these GBP pairs, we typically can get a lot more profit out of smaller movements. Okay, so here I got 300 pips, which is really good, and that should be able to open and close within a few hours. All right, now we also have a support here, okay, and you know we have a support down here, but we're just going to put another, you know, 200 pip take sell stop, pin an order with a 200 pip take profit. That way you can open and close very quickly as well. So this is very simple, pretty easy to implement, and we're just doing limit order, stop orders, just like that. We'll put this at 1.35 500, and put a take profit at 1.35 200. Okay, that's 300 pips, but that's okay. So anyhow, you get 300 pips here, 300 pips here. So that's a potential of 600 pips. I know I said 200, but actually 300 should be just fine. If you pan back to a bigger time frame, you see that long term is going to drop. Okay, it's just going to take time. Now this trade here will probably open and close today, and this one probably tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, before the weekend closes. If you look at Australian dollar versus the US dollar, again we see almost the exact same thing. We're starting to go down. If you look at the bigger time frames, it shows the sell. Daily shows the sell, weekly as well. So let's pan down to a smaller time frame until we see a buy signal. There we go. Okay, the 5-minute chart shows to buy, and we want to put a sell limit just a little ways above to catch it on the reversal, on the retracement. And we're going to put this at 0.76 200. Okay, and I can always readjust it if I want. I'm going to put take profit at 0.76. I think it's 76 even. Okay, this is only 200 pips in total profit. Like I said, I can readjust this. I'm going to bring it up a little bit like that. Okay, double check. Well, okay, I'm not worried about it. I know that's 200 pips. So moving on, let's see here. We're going to put a sell stop. I don't want to drag this video out too long, but we'll put this at 0.75 9. Oh boy. Hmm. 0.769. I'm gonna use 965 because I see a tick mark right there. I'm trying to make it like even number, but anyhow, put this at, we'll put a take profit at 0.75. This one is 0.75965. Okay, here we're going to put 0.75755. Okay, I'm just going to use the tick marks right here. It's not going to be exact amount of pips, but you see 210 pips here and 200 here. So potentially that's about 400 pips in total profit that we can get out of this. Okay, that's pretty good. Now if I pan to a higher time frame, like the 4-hour chart, we see that long term is going to be dropping. Okay, so this is pretty good, pretty exciting stuff. Now look at US dollar versus Swiss franc. Again, like I said in the previous video, US dollar is very fragile right now, but it is showing signs that it wants to go up. Okay, this is going to cause the other pairs to go down, and that's going to be perfectly fine. But we can be looking to buy the US dollar right now. You could technically place a buy trade and hold it for long term, but like I said, the US dollar has been very weak. There's always a chance that it could drop even more. I don't know, but right now, you know, it's kind of running in a sideways fashion. So that you typically we see when you have a long downtrend, and then you price it at the bottom, it'll ride sideways for a while, and then retrace and come back up. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now. So hopefully this US dollar will be making a rebound. Okay, I know a lot of people are waiting for that. So this is looking very promising. Now I'm going to pan down to a smaller time frame and look for a sell. Okay, there's the 5-minute chart, as I figured it would. And then I'm going to put a buy limit pin order. Okay, limit, buy stop. I'm going to do the same strategy. And here I'm going to put it at 0.88300. If take profit at 0.88500. Again, that's only 200 pips in total profit, but that's perfectly fine. Now, could raise this up a little bit just to make sure it actually trips that and activates. Okay, so I got 200 pips here. Now I'm going to put a sell stop above here with another 200 pip take profit. All right, so I'll go here and we're going to choose buy stop, and we're going to pick 0.88600 for the at price, and take profit at 0.88800. Yes, 200 pips and total profit. Okay, 200 here, 200 here, so possible 400 pips and total profit. If we go back to the 4-hour chart or daily chart, we see that long term is going to be going up. Okay, so this is the type of strategy you want to use. Okay, that way your trades can open and close the same day. Moving on to US dollar versus the Japanese yen, we kind of see the same scenario, right? Where the US dollar is just now finally starting to go into uptrend. Okay, this is definitely going to take some time. Now, looking at the 4-hour chart, this is a fresh signal. So, you know, honestly, I would probably wait a while before I bought. But we do see that, you know, it's starting to go up. Now if we pan down to a smaller time frame, okay, there we go. 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, yes, okay, 1-minute chart it is. Double checking. So I'm only gonna try to attack like 100 pips here. Okay, I'm not gonna try to attack too much because I don't want to take a chance, okay, and having a trade open for a long time. So we'll put a buy limit pin order at 103 and take profit at 103.100. Like I said, only 100 pips, right? And could raise this up a little bit. So I got 100 pips here. Now I can do a stop order. For this particular one, I really don't want to do that because I don't know when if it's really going to be going up, you know, going to be going up a whole lot more today or the next 24 hours. I'm thinking it's going to be riding sideways for a while. So limit order, I will leave that there. I don't need a stop order. Moving on to USD Cad. If you look here on the 1-hour chart, wow, look at that. It already went up and came back down. So that's okay. It looks like it's hitting the same level of support. If you look at the 4-hour chart, we have a strong signal to buy. Yeah, excuse me. And the daily chart shows the buy, weekly shows the buy. So that's all good. So we know we want to buy, right? And the 1-hour shows the sell. So usually I like to pan down till I find a smaller, find an opposite signal with like this. But I'm going to go down even further and check out. 30 minutes shows the sell, 15 minutes shows the buy, 5 minutes shows the sell, and 1 minute shows the sell. So I'm going to go here to the 5-minute. This is actually what I'm looking for right here. I know the 1-hour shows the sell, but check this out. We're going to put a buy limit pin order just a little ways below here with a small 100 pip take profit again. Now I'm only going to use the limit order. I don't want to use a stop order because I don't know if it's going to be going up that much. Okay, so I'm going to put this at 1.27 even and take profit at 1.27100. Okay, now look at this. It's a very small take profit. Okay, only 100 pips, and I bring this up a little bit. So that's what we're looking for here. Okay, only 100 pips. That's perfectly fine. You could technically use a stop order, get another 100 pips up above, but as you can see right now, we got plenty of trades open right now, pending orders, and these should all be closed within the next 24 to 48 hours. So hopefully before the weekend, right? We only got one more day left, so we will see. So anyhow, I hope this was informative. I hope this has helped you a little bit. Please contact me on Facebook if you have any questions at all about these trade predictions, or if you need me to analyze any other currency pair. I will do my best to try to help you. Just reach out to me on Facebook. The link is below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first. Also, you can contact me through my private Facebook group, which I put a link in the bottom as well. Please request to join my Facebook group. That way you can post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. Okay? So as I said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to helping you. Thank you.